And things keep getting worse for the disaster known as The Last of Us Part 2. Over the past few years, many of us have been covering woke disasters, but I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like this. The woke intersectional story is one thing. I mean, we've seen this happen to pretty much every other franchise, destroyed by woke idiots at this point over the past few years, but it's the fallout and the aftermath that's unlike anything we've ever seen. No other woke property has ever used blanket censorship in quite this way before. It might be one thing if YouTubers were using actual unreleased footage from the game, but that's not what we're seeing, is it? No. People are being silenced for just talking about it. Many YouTubers are having their YouTube channels crippled because of false copyright strikes and the abuse of DMCA as perpetrated by Naughty Dog, which I have renamed Naughty Bastards. This was a game that many of us, including myself, have been waiting for years. Perhaps even after the leaks, many might have still been willing to give the game the benefit of the doubt, or may have waited for the first round of reviews to come in before making a purchase decision. But there's no way in hell that's happening now, and Naughty Bastards, you have nobody to blame but yourselves. The response is so entirely idiotic and incompetent that this alone is enough to drive most of your customers away. And the way Naughty Bastards responded to the criticism is all the proof you need that this game is just as bad as we'd feared. Perhaps worse. The Last of Us Part 2 will go down in infamy. Of course, the Access media would never cover this. Their line is that people were only angry because plot details were leaked and only covered the triumph of the leaker being identified, meaning they are either completely tone deaf or complicit. Well, I'd say it's a little bit of both. This is why nobody cares about the Access media anymore. You people are the joke that keeps on giving. At least you give us plenty of great content. When you don't censor us, that is. The entire situation reached the height of stupidity yesterday when King of Soy and game director Neil Cuckman released a YouTube video filmed in portrait mode, which by itself is hilarious for a game developer, but that wasn't the most pathetic part. This ideologue seems to have convinced himself that there is no problem. We don't exist because he's copyright struck or blocked everyone. This video is a self-congratulatory cringe fest, going on about how great the game is and obviously addressing none of the controversy. Well, dumbass. All you've done is pour more gasoline on the fire, and it's pretty telling that you've disabled comments. You may also notice that the dislike ratio at the time of making this video is 36,000 downvotes to 16,000 upvotes. Oh my friend, you are so screwed. Cuckman also said he cried when playing the game. Well, I think you're going to be doing a whole lot more crying in about 6 weeks. I guess that means he's going to start going after me for bullying. Christ, man, you're a joke. Also, Sony, is this really the kind of publicity you want at the end of this console generation cycle? Naughty Bastards are, after all, a subsidiary of Sony Computer Entertainment, and The Last of Us 2 is a PS4 exclusive. If anything else, this must be making Microsoft very happy. I mean, how many people who may have been on the fence about which console to buy next are now going to buy an Xbox Series X over a PS5? Well, best of luck, dumbasses. I rarely cover gaming topics, but as many others have said, this story has now become much bigger than the game itself. I wish you luck in the future because you're going to need it. We won't let this story die, as much as you might try to stop us. And that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitter. And as always, everyone, thank you for watching and have a great day.